Hey, hey. Thank you so very much for coming in and joining my podcast. Tell the truth, shame the devil. Now, before we get started, I am going to give you 5 seconds to hit the like button and the subscribe button. Thank you so very much. Okay, so as a beginner podcast host, I was trying to come up with the best first episode title, and I just couldn't come up with the title. And eventually, I said, you know what? Why not do the 5 W's? Now, what is the 5 W's? You ask. The 5 W's is simple: the who, the what's, the whens, where, why's, and sometimes how. So, this episode will be called 5 W's. Um, let's start with the first W. And again, I am a beginner podcast host, so of course I got my notes. The first W would be, who is the podcast host? None other than your girl, the Leo Goddess. Yes, myself, the Leo Goddess. Big L's. Now, the second W is what. What will we talk about? You guys, listen. There would be no topic untouched, okay? No topic untouched. We will be talking about real life situations. I'm not going to always talk about politics. It's going to be all type of subjects, okay? And again, you guys can email me just in case I haven't talked to you personally. A lot of you guys I've spoke with personally, but just in case I haven't, you can choose to email me at leogoddessspeaks@gmail.com, and you can email me a topic that you would like me to discuss and to talk on, and in the body of that email you can put a short description on why you chose that topic. You can choose to be anonymous. If you would like to be anonymous, make sure you put anonymous in the subject, okay? The next W would be when. When will the episodes be released? Tonight is Wednesday. I am aiming for episodes to be released every Wednesday night before 10 p.m. Okay? What time, I do not know. However, if you hit the like button and the subscribe button, you will get notifications anytime a new episode is posted, okay, or released. The next W is where. Where would the episodes be released and on what platforms? Right now, my episodes would be released on YouTube. On YouTube. I am also aiming to be released on other platforms. But once I do that, I will update you guys. I promise you. But right now, it will be on YouTube, and eventually, I will be able to go live on YouTube. I will be able to see you guys' comments and communicate with you all during that episode. The next W would be why. Why did I choose to become a podcast host? Now, that is the most important question. I chose to become a podcast host because I like talking, duh. But not only do I like talking, I know that a lot of people listen to me. I give great, excellent advice. I like to talk on all kind of subjects, and I really don't speak on anything unless I've been through it, unless I've experienced it, or I know someone personally that has been through it and experienced it. And then also, I just like asking questions. I like educating myself. So in order to get to know an individual, I like to ask questions. So on this podcast, we will have special guests, special interviews, and all of that. So again, make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button so you can stay up to date. Now, again, remember we said it's who, what, when, where, why, and sometimes how. Okay. Yes, I have a how. How do I plan on keeping the attention of my viewers and my listeners? I plan on doing that again simply by talking on real life situations, whether it's a situation that I myself has went through or endured personally, someone that I know, or just a situation that could something happen in the news around the world. But we are going to talk about it, okay? No subject is going to be untouched. So let me take a moment to see, is there anything else I want to touch bases on? Yes. Now, I wanted this episode to sort of kind of be just a short, I guess, introduction of myself, the Leo Goddess. But then I also I wanted to leave you guys on a positive note. I can honestly say in the beginning, my reason for starting the podcast, like I said, was because I like to talk. I like to speak on certain situations, certain subjects. I just like talking. And I like to be heard. I love to be heard and I love to be understood. And when I talk, I would love to paint a vivid picture. Now, did I have moments where I wanted to call it quits before this podcast began, this first episode? Of course. I wanted to call it quits for several reasons. You know, it can get a little frustrating, it can get a little overwhelming, and a little just a little bit too much. And if you do not have the support that you feel as if you should, or oh, I don't want to do this podcast, or I don't want to take on this job, or do a certain thing because someone else is doing it, and don't let that knock you off your pivot. I want you to continue to go on. I want you to continue to try, because it's still something about you that's different from everyone else. So I want you to just continue to do it. And so the same way I'm telling you guys that, I had to tell myself that. I had to tell myself, listen, do it. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. You got some messages out here, so I had to do it. So welcome again to Tell the Truth, Shame the Devil podcast, and don't forget, hit the like and the subscribe button. And then also too, everybody believed in me. I had people always telling me, you should start a podcast, you should do this, or maybe you should be a motivational speaker, or whatever. But I didn't believe in me. You got to believe in you. That's all it takes. You got to believe in you. And once you believe in you, you got to plan. You got to take the necessary steps and just go for it and just do it. So I hope you guys stay tuned for more episodes of Tell the Truth, Shame the Devil. And again, if there's a topic that you want to discuss, you can please feel free to email me at leogoddessspeaks@gmail.com. Leo, Leo, Goddess, Goddess, Speaks, SPEAKS @gmail.com. So email me those titles, those episode titles, and again, in the body, just give me a short description on why. Okay, so I hope you guys have enjoyed my first episode. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and a great night. And don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button. Good night.